Hey everyone, welcome to the Elevate Show. My name is Dan. I'm joined here by my friend Shareya.
Hey.
Along with our house band, Manny and the Quins. Okay, so Shareya, what do you got going on over there?
Oh, well, I went shopping for M&Ms the other day, and it was wild.
It's wild, huh? Shopping for M&Ms? What made it wild?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So, you know, I was going to the store to buy M&Ms, the ones where you can put your face on them, but then I found out if you buy the normal ones in bulk, you get a lot.
So how much are we talking here?
You know, when people leave out bowls of M&Ms?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but like a swimming pool.
You filled an entire swimming pool? That's so many. Why are you the way that you are?
Go big or go home, I say.
Okay, well, hey, that is basically the perfect segue because today we're asking the question, why did God make you you and not someone else? And to help us talk about this big idea, we are going to be joined by our first ever guest on the show, my friend Jason. Now, Jason is a chef, and he has got a special talent for bringing people, ideas, and really tasty things all together. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Jason. Hey, man, it's good to see you. Well, come on, have a seat. Jason, it is so good to have you here. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Well, hey, I want to get right into it and ask, what was it that inspired you to become a chef in the first place?
Watching cooking shows, honestly. I was 6, 7 years old. I was glued in front of the television watching cooking shows all the time. And sometimes I felt a little weird and a little different, but it's what I liked.
I probably haven't watched as many cooking shows as you, but I know that they can show some really crazy things on there sometimes. What would you say is like the wildest, craziest food that you've either ever made or eaten?
I love eating things that make other people go like, oh, why would you eat that? There's some that aren't as crazy, like beef tongue and beef heart. Like those aren't super crazy, but they're a little out there. I think the strangest thing I could claim to have ever eaten would be lamb brains.
Lamb brains?
Yeah, so good.
Wow. Earlier you'd mentioned being particularly interested in watching cooking TV shows. And so I'm wondering, you know, our interests, where do you think those come from?
Definitely God. I mean, I feel like he put me on this path of becoming a chef from a really young age. I mean, it started with those cooking shows. My first restaurant job when I was 14, I wasn't a cook, I was a dishwasher. They wouldn't let me cook, but I would stand and watch the cooks, and I was just so amazed by what they did and their talent, and I feel like this is what God wired me to do, and I've known it from a really young age that this was the path I was supposed to take.
We are going to change gears here just a little bit, and we are going to tell you about some of the unexpected people that Jesus chose as his closest friends. And they had a variety of different interests, a lot like we all do. And then after that, Jason's going to join us again on the show, and we are going to make some of the wildest pizzas you have ever seen. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Today we've started asking the question, why did God make me me and not someone else? Everyone is created uniquely, and God knows this. When Jesus was here on earth, he chose each of his closest friends for a reason. Get ready to hear about it in this next segment called The Teemo. If you've ever seen an action movie or a superhero movie, you may be familiar with what I like to call a team-up montage.
What is a montage?
A montage is a series of clips in a movie or a TV show that's designed to show different things that are related. I was thinking it would be fun to tell the Bible story today like that. When Jesus, who's basically the greatest hero ever, was putting together his team, he picked 12 people to be his closest friends and his followers.
They're usually called the disciples or the apostles.
That's right. Let's meet the first part of the crew.
First up, we have Matthew, also called Levi, who is a tax collector and worked for the government, and Simon, who was a zealot and couldn't stand the government.
These are two of the most opposite people that you can think of. If you ever worked on a group project in class with the kid that you just can't stand and they can't stand you either, this is like that except times 10.
Besides disliking each other, they had totally opposite personalities. Simon was super intense and liked getting people riled up, whereas Matthew preferred to keep to himself and write most of the time.
Next up, Peter, James, and John, the outspoken trio.
These were three of Jesus' closest friends, but they were far from perfect.
Yeah, do you happen to know anybody in your life who just can't seem to help but blurt out things all the time? Nice, I see what you did there. Anyways, these guys were a lot like that. They were always saying something that would get themselves into trouble. Peter would usually start it off, and James and John usually weren't far behind in that department. But even though they had their struggles, these three were usually the first who would stand up for what was right.
Andrew and Philip were two of Jesus' friendliest followers. They were masters at inviting people to get to know Jesus.
Nathaniel, on the other hand, wasn't so friendly. When Philip first invites Nathaniel to come meet Jesus, the first reaction Nathaniel has is to doubt that anything good could come from Jesus' hometown, which is not exactly the thing you expect to come out of a good friend's mouth.
Thomas famously doubted that Jesus had come back from the dead until he touched the wounds that Jesus had received on the cross to prove he had really come back to life.
Now, there are a couple other friends that Jesus had picked among his 12 disciples that we don't really hear a lot from. One of them was named James, the son of Alphaeus, and there was another one called Jude. Now, we don't really know why we don't hear much from these two. It could be because they were the quiet type, or maybe they just didn't want that much attention. Regardless, both of them belonged in Jesus' group. And finally, Judas Iscariot, the money keeper. Jesus picked Judas to be in charge of the group's money. But Judas didn't always make good choices. In fact, despite being one of Jesus' closest friends, Judas ultimately betrayed Jesus. Finding a group of disciples is a lot like finding a cast for a show or picking players to join a sports team. Everyone has a different role, and they're all chosen for a reason.
Just like our show. There's the people who you see in front of the camera, or there's the people who are behind the scenes doing lights, sound, and filming. In every situation in life, you're going to have people who you see and hear from more often. And then you have people who might be more in the background or behind the scenes. And that's good. We need everyone to make a good team. Whether they look differently, talk differently, or think differently, that's a good thing.
The big idea is that every person was designed by God. That's why he made you you and not someone else.
And while Jesus might have chosen these specific disciples first, he later sent them to reach everyone. Every person was designed by God, and he wants you to be part of his cast, his team, and one of his followers.
That's right. We've got a fun game to illustrate that coming up next, right after a short break. Welcome back to the Elevate Show, everyone. Today, we've been asking the question, why did God make me me and not someone else? And we've been talking about the idea that every person is designed by God. So in the spirit of design, we're gonna play a game here that's all about designing something yourselves. In this case, a pizza. Get ready for blind design. You're gonna be making your own pizzas here based on the ingredients that you have on the table in front of you. The catch is that you're gonna be doing it while blindfolded. You guys up for this?
Oh, bring it.
Yeah,
Okay, all right, cool. Well, take a seat, grab your blindfolds, and put them on. I'll just make sure they're nice and snug over your eyes. All right, Sharia, how many fingers am I holding up?
80.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, your pizza making experience starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Reach for it, reach for it. See what you can get.
Ooh. Where's my pizza?
Oop, a little bit to the right. Your pizza is here.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
okay. All right, you're good. Jason, I like the way you're working it. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Nice.
All right. Ooh, yes.
Okay. Nice arrangement here, very good. Even
Thank you.
distribution
Thank
of
you.
things. Great.
Do I look like a chef?
I don't know if this looks hard or easy, but it's definitely hard.
Is it time?
Okay, I think I'm good.
Well, we are just about ready for the big reveal, so drum roll, please. And you may now remove your blindfolds. Take a peek.
Hey! What happened?
Nice.
Wait a sec. Hang on now. What happened? Who's this friend?
Looks very delicious.
I don't know if I would bake him.
Very nice. Do you see how with multiple ingredients, your pizzas add up to make something even greater?
Maybe with your pizza. I don't know about mine.
Here's the thing about pizza. If you just had only dough in your pizza, it would be like a dry breadstick. But if all you had was sauce and cheese, well, good luck picking up a slice.
Yeah, well, and who can forget about the toppings? That's the best part.
Every ingredient is different and unique, and when you put them together, they make something amazing.
And that's how Jesus views us. Just like when you're putting together a movie or a show, you need a cast of people who complement each other and are different, but they make the whole show better as a result. Is that kind of how you think about cooking too, Jason?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can take one ingredient and it's great, but as soon as you start adding other ingredients to it, you get a whole symphony of things happening.
I would say our relationships are the same way. We need that kind of variety and harmony in our lives. And that kind of brings me back to our main question today. Jason, have you ever wondered, like, why did God make you you, the way that you are, and not make you someone else?
Especially when I was younger, I did, because all my friends were out and having fun, and I was in my kitchen pulling together random ingredients, trying to like invent and make up food things. But as I got older, I embraced it, and I began to love the journey I was on, and I loved being a chef, and I'm happy that I stuck with it and did it, even though it felt different when I was a kid.
What do you wish everyone knew about the way that God designed them?
He made you the way he did for a reason, and do everything you can to not compare yourself to other people, because God made you the way he did for a reason.
That's so true. Well said. Well, Jason, thank you so much for coming on the show. Don't go anywhere though, because we need you for just a little bit more. After this break, we're gonna come back and play a game called Guess This Mess. It's gonna be a ton of fun. We'll see you in just a second. Hey everyone, welcome back to the final part of our show where we're gonna play a game called Guess This Mess. Today, we've been asking the question, why did God make you you and not someone else? And we've been talking about how every person is designed by God. Well, right here, right now, we're gonna play another game that's gonna put our design skills to the test. Shareya and I are gonna face off. We're gonna take turns sculpting something out of this Play-Doh based on whatever we draw in this here bucket. Now, as a hint, everything that we're about to make for you is some type of food. Okay, so we're gonna take turns sculpting. Jason's job is he needs to guess what we're making. We only have a few seconds to do it, and whoever ends up with the most correct guesses from Jason will be crowned the winner.
You're going down.
Okay, since you're so confident, I wanna see you go first. So put your hand in the bucket, pick what food you'll be sculpting for Jason. All right, and go.
It's a pizza dough, pie crust. It's a snowman. Wait. A cake, a birthday cake, a wedding cake.
Yeah, wedding cake.
Hey, very good. Okay, I'm impressed. My turn. We'll just see what we've got in here. Ooh, I got double. I'll go with this one. Timer's at the ready. And go.
Something flat. I don't even have a guess. What are you doing? A tic-tac-toe board.
It's a food, Jason. It's a food.
It doesn't look like a food. A cherry pie?
I just don't know what else to do for this thing.
Apple pie? That made it better.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Detroit-style pizza?
Correct answer is a waffle.
Oh.
We're looking for a waffle. We got the nice ridges.
Yeah.
We got them squished in.
Here we go.
Let's see what you can come up with next.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, all right, all right.
Ready?
Ice cream cone. Microphone. Wait, that's not food. Ice cream. Turkey leg. Chicken leg. drumstick.
You're 2 for 2. This is, I feel like, a must-win point. Here we go. Please be
your
something
moment.
good. Please be something good. Oh no.
You got it. I believe in you.
We are on the same mental wavelength. Work with me here, Jason.
Okay.
Work with me.
Let's do it.
Just say that's there.
You're making it like the way it should
The,
be.
I
You
felt
know
like
what I'm trying to make?
I felt like
I
the
do.
first one was something, but then you lost me with the second one.
I just need you to start guessing things.
Just
guess. Come
sushi.
up. Yes!
Oh man!
Come on!
Nice.
Okay. All right, so I am still in this, people. This is a contest now. All right, good luck, but not too much luck, because
Wait on me.
I want to have a chance.
Oh, if you win this one, it's over.
This is my final
So
one.
hopefully you get a good one.
I hope so. Okay,
You ready?
I'm ready.
Set, go.
Mushroom. Broccoli.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's just so beautiful.
Hey, that was fun. Well done.
It was really fun. It was harder than it looked.
You guys did great, though.
Yeah.
Thanks. You
Thanks
did
for
too.
guessing. Well, hey, that's all we've got for this week's edition of the Elevate Show.
And don't forget, every person is designed by God.
If you've got something on your mind, whether that's a question about God, something that you're going through in your life right now, or maybe it's an idea for something that we could do on the show, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, you can just send us a note in our mailbox, or you can write to us online.
Tune in next time when we're going to be asking ourselves the question, what do I do when things don't go my way? See you then.